A lot of people ask me whether they can choose to take a blood test or a breath test. Many years ago in Virginia, it was the law that a driver who was arrested for DUI had a right to a blood or breath test, and that they could choose which one they wanted. And this caused the defense attorneys to have a lot of fun with that. So the legislature changed the law, and that is no longer the law in Virginia. Currently, the law is that you do not have a right to demand a breath or blood test after you've been arrested, and you don't get to choose which one you get. The law states that the officer can demand you take a breath test anytime you've been lawfully arrested for DUI, with a few exceptions. And if the breath test is unavailable, if they suspect you of using drugs, or if you're physically unable to take the breath test, then they can have you draw blood instead. So the officer can demand you take a breath test, or under some conditions a blood test, but you cannot demand one. So if you get arrested for DUI and no tests are available, you start demanding, I want a blood test, I want a breath test, that you don't get one. There's no right to it. And you don't get to pick which test you get, blood or breath. So if an officer says, please take this breath test, and you say, no, I want blood. No, that's a refusal. You can't do that. That'll get you in more trouble. You have to take the breath test unless you're physically unable, or unless the officer tells you to do a blood test under certain circumstances.